Hello everyone, how are we doing? Thank you for tuning in to my Te-Kempo-Jujitsu channel. So today we are going to work on a kata called the bear, the Kuma kata. And what we're going to do is we're going to show some different variations to the way it was taught over time and to the way I do it today. And give a little bit of a breakdown and understanding of it. So, normally when we start off with the form, we bow and then we open up. Now, some people like to open up into a real wide horse. I like to keep my horse a little bit outside my shoulders, especially when working on this kata. So, I'm going to show you one rendition of the way a lot of students do it today, is to where they bow, they put their hand on top, and they pull back into a side horse, and they stay low, and then they pull back again, and they block, they open, they drop, open here, here, and over. And then from here, you go through the rest of the form. That's great, that's fine. So, what I'm going to show today is doing the bow and arrow. The bow and arrow is square. And it's in line right here with your other hand here when you're doing the bow and arrow. Now this other, the rear hand, can be done open. It can be done where it's attached to your side, open hand here. Or it can be facing with your hand horizontal or vertical, either way. Okay, now when we're coming back into that bow and arrow, whether we're doing it left-handed or right-handed, it's a square. It's squared off, and there's a reason for that. So, when we bow and we come back, I'm going to go slow first. From here, after we bow, and our knees are bent and we're facing straight ahead, this hand here, my right hand is blocking, my left hand is covering, and then from in here, I slide. Let's go through that again. So, after we bow, we're here, right? My right hand is covering my face, my left hand is covering my crotch, and then I pull. And I'm staying in a little bit over from a 45-degree stance to where I can advance and do whatever I need to out of this position here. But my left hand is in a bow and arrow position here. Now, if you notice, the hands can be done open, or it can be done as a bear claw from in here. As you bring your hands in, then you pull. So it's this type of a motion. Now, you could do a close-handed if you prefer, but the best way, once we go through the technique, is to keep your hands open. Okay? So, we're here, right? It's about 112 degrees in here, excuse me, that's why. So from in here, now our next motion is again pulling, see, and then we're sliding back again, and we pull. So, the movements are not real wide. They're not coming from in here to where we pull, and then we come back up and we pull. It's staying within the bow and arrow from in here, and then from in here, once again, it's pulling again and back. And we're staying low, and we're in it from in here. Now, this bow and arrow defense was used from in this position here to move with your opponent and then fire your different techniques. We'll get into that later. Right now we're just trying to break down the bear. So from in here when you bow, it's done in a fast motion. From in here, see? To where you're in the bear and you're in a bow and arrow defense. So after you've done that, you've come back into your bow and arrow defense, here comes the block. Now, that block can be done open-handed, or it can be done with the claw. Or, from in here, after you step back one, you step back two, it can be done with a circular block. 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 Or, from in here, once you've come back one, you've come back two. From in here, it's just a block. And then a punch. So, what's happening here is the bear is blocking, but it's an outside windmill. Outside windmill. Or short block. From in here, short block. Just right to the net. short block, to hit in, to hit in, short block, short block, short block, strike to the neck, short block, strike to the neck. So as we pull back, when we pull back to, here's the block. Now I advance on my punch. When I'm punching, I advance with it, and then I drop. Now, the hand is dropping. Now that hand dropping, once you're here and you're here, is actually a punch to the hip, a punch to the crotch, a block. Many different options with that. A block to hook under the leg, a block to come over to rise, a rising strike. Many different variations after this punch, and then you drop. We're not using the footwork yet, we're just staying within the form. So from in here comes another windmill block, out. So from in here, it's not here, it's covering. It's covering. It's covering the area. So we have another block. Then the block changes its course, it comes in. Now that inward motion on the thigh also has many different variations. It could be a strike, it could be a circular block coming behind the back of his head and throwing him over. Many different options from that. But with the bear, if you look at it, it's a lot of circles within a circle. It's a lot of circles within a circle, coming outside the elbow, inside, inside, out, and in. So after we're here, we drop, we open, we block, here comes the elbow. Now the elbow can be done with the hand here, or with the hand on top. And what we're doing with that is as we drop and we open and we block, we're grabbing the guy's arm, raking across the face, or grabbing his arm and then coming in with the elbow. So, as we're here, we slide. Now, we're protecting this area here. So as we're here with the elbow. From here, the hands open and we slide. Then this comes down with a block and an open. This here could be a strike coming down on the top of the forehead or raking across the face from in here. You rake, you move out of his way, and then you strike. You rake, you move out of his way, and then you strike. You rake, you move out of his way, you kick and strike. You rake, you come over the top and strike. And strike, and strike, and push. So, there's many techniques that are inside the bear that we will work on in time, but what I really wanted to show you today was this motion. Now, when you're going through it, after you bow, you'll just do this, right? Or, right? You won't see the open claws. But to break it down so you get a little bit better meaning, that's what I was trying to show you today. Hey, I hope you guys enjoyed that, and I'll get back with you soon. Thank you.